What if I told you the entire IELTS can be cracked with just 4 simple pillars?
Okay, let's dive right in. Today we're going to break down one of the world's most popular English tests, the IELTS. We are going to take all that stress and anxiety that comes with it and turn it into a clear, straightforward game plan.
And let's be real, it is super easy to feel overwhelmed. I mean, the stakes are high, right? Whether it's for university, a visa, or a big career change, the test itself can feel like this giant, impossible puzzle. But what if you had the cheat codes?
Well, that's pretty much what we've got today. Our whole guide for this explainer comes from Mike Waddy, a guy who spent a full decade as an IELTS teacher, and more importantly, an examiner. So we're getting our tips straight from someone who knows the test inside and out. So our mission here is to break down this expert playbook into a simple roadmap you can actually follow. We're going to cover the key skills, the must-know strategies, and the examiner's top advice to get you ready. Let's get into it. First up, listening and reading. Now, these are what insiders call the receptive skills. Your job here isn't to create language, it's to take it in, understand it, and pull out the answers that are hiding in there, all while that clock is ticking down. This slide really gets to the heart of what makes each part so tricky. Just think about it. For listening, you get one shot. The audio plays once, and that's it. There's no rewind button. You have to be laser focused. But with reading, it's a totally different game. All the answers are literally right there on the page. But the real question is, can you find them fast enough and accurately enough? That's the challenge.
So how do you beat the listening section? Well, the guide gives us this amazing 3-step process. First, pre-listening. Use that quiet moment before the recording starts to read the questions and figure out what you're even listening for. Second, active listening. That's when you focus and catch the answers as they fly by. And third, post-listening. Use the time at the end to quickly check for silly mistakes. And you see that last point? Practice. That is the one thing you absolutely can't skip.
Now for reading, which is basically a race against time. The whole game is about getting faster without sacrificing accuracy. That means you've got to get comfortable with every single question type they can throw at you, from true, false, not given, to matching headings. And look, there it is again, those official Cambridge past papers. Doing those is the closest you'll get to the real thing before test day. All right, let's flip the script and talk about the other half of the test, writing and speaking. As you can see, these are the productive skills. Now, you're not just finding answers anymore, you're creating them. This is your moment to really show the examiner what you can do.
And the tasks here are completely different. The writing test is all about creating structured, logical arguments under some serious time pressure. The speaking test, though, that's a live 14-minute conversation. Now, it's designed to feel natural, but trust me, every single part is designed to test your fluency, your vocabulary, your grammar, the whole shebang.
So, what do you actually talk about? Well, the guide gives us a little sneak peek at some common topics, and just look at how varied they are. You could go from talking about your favorite movie one minute to discussing the future of robotics the next. The big lesson here is to build a really wide range of vocabulary so you're ready for whatever they throw at you. This list is a great place to start practicing. Okay, let's zoom in on the writing section, because, let's be honest, for a lot of people, this is the scariest part of the whole test. But the examiner's guide actually makes it way less complicated. And here it is, maybe the most important secret in the whole guide. For that main essay, Task 2, you don't have to learn a dozen different ways to write. You just need to master 3. That's it, just 3. The opinion essay, the both sides and opinion essay, and the 2-question essay. If you just focus your energy on these 3, the whole thing becomes so much more manageable. And it gets even better, because the guide gives us a universal structure that works for almost any essay. Look at this. It's so simple. A clear introduction, body paragraphs that each have one main idea and then supporting points, and a conclusion that just wraps it all up. This logical flow is exactly what examiners want to see. You know, a big mistake people make is just throwing ideas on the page. This structure forces you to build a proper argument. This chart gives us the full picture. You've got 2 tasks. Task 2 is the big one. That's your 250-word essay, and you should spend about 40 minutes on it. Task 1 is smaller, a 20-minute, 150-word job. If you're taking the academic test, you'll be writing a report on a chart or something similar. For general training, you'll be writing a letter. Just knowing this breakdown is a huge first step.
Okay, so we've looked at all 4 skills. Let's pull it all together now. What's the one ultimate strategy that works for every single part of the test? Well, the guide is very clear about this. It really all comes down to these 4 pillars. First, you've got to learn the test format inside and out, no surprises. Second, look at high-scoring model answers to see what good actually looks like. Third, and this is a big one, practice under real test conditions. That means setting a timer. And finally, for writing and speaking, you have to get feedback from someone who knows what they're doing, like a former examiner. They'll see the mistakes you can't.
And this quote from our expert Mike Waddy really says it all, doesn't it? A high score on the IELTS doesn't come from luck. It comes from smart, focused, and consistent preparation. It's a test you prepare for, not a test you get lucky on.
So there you have it, an examiner's playbook broken down and ready for you to use. The path is clear, from understanding the challenges to a 4-step action plan. The only question left is, what's your first step going to be?